你们好。
Good evening.
Good evening。晚上好。几点？你看哈。嗯，好。Now, we'll do the test first, and while we're waiting for other people to come, we'll do the test first. Okay. So I'll read out the English, you write the Chinese. Okay, I'll type in the message as well. So number one and two is uh, easy, easy. Okay. Um, okay. One and two is easy. I'll pin it first. Okay. Number three. Number three is difficult, difficulty or difficult. Okay. Number two is difficult or difficulty. Number three. Okay.
Ma'am, pardon, I'm late.
Oh, it's okay. I've tinned everything, so you should be able to see it. I'm only number three now. Number three is difficult. So you can write down difficult right now. Okay. And number four is middle.
Ma'am, how about number one and number two? I'm sorry, I'm
Number
late.
one and two is two characters, easy.
Um,
Okay. Middle. Okay. Okay. Number four, middle. And number five is at. Is at. Number six, small. Okay. And small is six, and seven, which is to attend. 8. The most. My grandfather. Now I heard many sound files made with 你们的your patients, 爷爷 you're having a conversation with 爷爷. That was very good. Okay, number 10 to 11, to like. Okay, to like. Okay. Okay. And 2 characters for to like. 12, to loathe, to hate. No, that's 11. To hate, to loathe. Okay. And 12, to love. And 13, is to play. 很好玩，玩 play. $14.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Does the 10 and 11 is to like? Or only 10?
10 and 11. No, 10 is to like. Only 10 is to like.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought 10, 11 is to like, 12 is to
No,
loathe.
no. 10 is to like. 11 is to loathe, to hate, to loathe. Okay, there are 2 different characters. 4 different characters. 等一会儿. Okay. Oh.
Hold on, and then to love is for
To
12.
love is 12, and 13 is to play,
All right.
and then 14 is meaning.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Right. And 15, to sing. And 16, to sleep. To sleep. All right. To sleep is 2 characters. Okay, make sure you write both over the page. And 17, to ride a bike. 你好, 25. 17, to ride a bike. Ride a bike, 2 characters. And then 18, the last one, is sports. Okay. Okay. All right. Now today we're going to do some more rearranging of sentences. So turn to page 81. Page 81. Page 81. Okay. And I'll give you 10 minutes to make up the sentences from 1 to 14. So they're page 81 and 82. Okay. So make those sentences, put them in order. In order. Page 81 and 82. Okay. Hang on. You should be able to join the class. Sicilian, you should be able to now. Lilibeth has just come in, so you need to come in. 二节中, you should be able to. Yeah, okay. I don't know who you are in line because you have different names. So I don't know who you are. Okay, sorry.
Already, ma'am. I joined already.
Okay, all right. Everybody's in here. We're doing page 81 and 82. Put words into order. Okay. Okay, Lilibeth, you can mute first. Okay, silent mute first. Okay. Okay. Okay, Evelyn, I understand.不客气。
Excuse me, Mama. What are we doing? Sorry, I used to
Okay.
Mama.
We're doing rearranging the sentences on page 81 and 82. Okay, page 81 and 82, rearrange sentences. Yeah.
明天买啊。没有了。没有了。
Ruby.
你们做完了吗？
还没
还没 ，OK。
做完了，老师。
嗯哼，好，再等一会儿哈，等一等，等一下。你们做完了吗？OK， 做完了我们就开始。好，
做完了。
做完了哈，我们先开始吧。好，先
我们
开始。
做完了。
OK， 好，没问题。好 ，A beer， page 81， 第一个 number one， 应该怎么说 ？Number one，
请坐。
对啦，请坐 ，Please sit down， 请坐。Okay. Now in your test, which is I will send you the test paper next week. No, not next week, on Thursday. And I'll give you 2 weeks to finish it and then upload onto the internet, the written test. And next week, we're going to have spoken tests as well. Oh, not next week, on Thursday. Okay, so in your written test, you have one of the questions where you have to unscramble the sentences just like this one. Okay, 好，所以第一个是请坐 ，Please sit down， 请坐。然后第二个是什么 ？And，
在
第二个是什么？
请进。
对啦，请进 ，Please come in， 请进，很好。OK， 第三个 Annie，
Hi, Mom.
number three， 请
关于
下。对啦，请等一下，请等一下 is please wait a moment. Okay. Now, there are lots of different ways of saying this. What have you heard in your daily life? 等一 you can hear. What do you hear? I want to ask you. 啊？等一下。
拜托，等一下。
等一下啊。
Please wait.
Okay. 拜托 okay. Interesting you've heard 拜托. 拜托 拜托 is like politely, I beg of you, please wait a moment. Okay, so it's very polite. 拜托请等一下啊。拜托 is the polite way of saying, and you just give me a moment. I beg of you to wait a moment. Okay, so 拜托请等一下. And when they say this, usually at a shop or a hospital. Okay, 拜托请等一下，请等一下。还有等一等也可以，你可以说等一等，等一等，等一等也可以。OK， 等一等，等一等也可以。Okay, 等一等 and I would even say 等一会儿 but maybe not in Taiwan so much. Okay, 所以等一等 please wait a moment. 等一下都可以。好，四是什么？Cecilian. Cecilia. Yeah?
Sir, is it number 4?
Yeah, number 4, yes.
我请原谅。
不是，请 always start with 请 okay, please forgive me. 请原谅我 please forgive me. 请原谅我 okay? 原谅 is forgive. 请原谅我，很好。Okay, number 5. Number 5, Celia.
Yes, this teacher. Number 5.
Yeah.
对完。对。怎么？
不对哦，你要看一看。you've heard one phrase. 不是。
我来。
不。You need to put them in order.
对。
Put them in order.
对不对？对。对吗？对完。
不对哦，不对。You're reading it. You're not putting them in order.
Okay. 是。I'm sorry, I'm reading it.
You're reading, you're not putting them in order. Yeah.
Yes, I will do it one more.
Yeah.
对不起吗？
Yes.
我来。对不起，我来晚了。
对啦，很好。So I purposely pull them apart. 对不起 you've heard this a lot. 对不起哈，对不起 together. So 对不起。Now, when I ask you 对不起 is I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, what's the difference between 对不起 and 不好意思？
不好意思 is excuse me.
But when do you use excuse me? When do you use 对不起？
It's lighter if it's
Please when you ask question.
Okay, just hold on. Okay. 对不起 so
对不起 is when you do
对不
something
起
wrong or inappropriate things. So you have
Yeah,
to say
对不起
对
is when you made a mistake. Okay, 对不起 was when you made a mistake. But when you say 不好意思 is excuse me, you haven't made a mistake. So in Taiwan, you hear a lot of people say 不好意思, 不好意思. They do not say 对不起 so much because when you say 不好意思, you haven't made a mistake. You haven't been wrong. Whereas when you say 对不起, you are wrong. So here we say 对不起, 我来晚了. 我来晚了, I'm late. 我来晚了，晚了。Okay, so because you're late, you're saying 对不起。Okay, so 对不起，我来晚了。Okay, so this is why 我来晚了 needs to be together. 对不起，我来晚了。不好意思 you hear them all the time. For example, when if you're in Taipei, you're taking the MTR, you're taking the subway, you have to say 不好意思，不好意思 okay? And you have to, when you get off the train, you have to say 借过，借过 and can I borrow the road to get off the train? Okay, 借过，借过 okay, 借过，借过 okay, so because you're not in the wrong, you say 不好意思 okay? Can I borrow the road in order to get off, borrow the space?
飞
好，很好。好 ，Number 6。Number 6，我看是谁哈？刚才我们念的很好。Charm Number 6。
我要一杯咖啡。
对，还有呢？一杯茶，一杯水，
一杯水。
Okay, now everybody notice on the E. What tone is it?
fourth tone.
Fourth tone, yes. So most of the time, the tone 1, first tone, is not always the first tone. It's only the first tone when it's in isolation by itself. When it's combined with other things, it becomes the fourth tone. So here, every day you order coffee, 一杯 fourth tone, 一杯咖啡. Okay, can you imagine if you say all first tone, you'll be too hard. 一杯咖啡, you can't sing like that. Okay, so therefore, we've developed an easier way of saying it. We say 一杯咖啡 is a fourth tone. 一杯咖啡, 一杯茶, 一杯水. So one cup is 一杯. Okay, 一杯. 很好。OK, 下一句哈，下一句 number 7，我看看谁呀哈，那个 Sherilyn， 请你念一下。
我不喝啤酒。
对，我不喝啤酒，啤酒哈，我不喝啤酒。What does it mean?
I don't drink beer.
Yes, I don't drink beer. 我不喝啤酒哈。啤酒 is the word for beer. 啤 is aspirated 哈，啤酒。Okay. Number 8. Number 8是什么？Sherilyn, Cynthia.
没关系。
没关系，对 ，so 没关系 is like a reply. 对不起 ，you say 没关系，没关系 ，it's okay， 没关系，很好。Always say it together， 没关系，很好。第九那 Carlos，can you answer today? Carlos, can you answer today? No. 如果不行的话，没问题哈。Ellen，
等一下，我在忙。老师，等一下，我在忙。
好，没关系。我们问那个 Emily 可以吗
？Hi, Mom.
Emily, can you read number 9?
我很渴，给我一瓶啤酒好吗？
对啦。我很渴 is a term. 我很渴 I'm very thirsty. 我很渴，给我一瓶bottle 给我一瓶啤酒好吗？给我一瓶啤酒好吗 OK， 好吗 ？Always turn something into a suggestion. 哦，给我一瓶啤酒好吗 ？The 瓶 is the measure word for 啤酒。OK， 很好。我很渴 ，I'm very thirsty. 给我一瓶啤酒好吗 ？Now in Taiwan, you probably don't drink beer so much. What would you say? Can I have a cup of water? 怎么说？
可以给我一瓶水，
一杯水。
一杯
对
水。
呀，给我一杯水好吗？给我一杯水好吗？对了，好，所以一杯水很重要哈。In Taiwan, you need to drink lots of water. 好，Evelyn Banola. Can you do the next one? Number 10. Number 10.
不客气。
对啦，so when do you use 不客气？ When do you use
say thank you? You
That's right. You say thank you. You say 不客气，哈，不客气。So 不客气 literally means don't be a guest，哈，don't stand on ceremony. Don't be a guest. 不客气，很好。Okay, 11. 11 is the H sound. Okay, we need to say the H sound properly. So, Gemma.
Hello，老师。
哈 11.
欢迎。
对，欢迎哈 ，Y is 迎，欢迎，OK， 欢迎。This is what 7-Eleven people say， 欢迎，OK， 很好。第12 ，Jeneline。
好，老师。
Can you say number 12？
我上去。
不是 12。
我上街吃饭。
不是 Are you using the old book or new book? I'm not quite sure.
Old book.
Okay. You're using the old book. That's why you don't have this sentence. The sentence is 我马上去泡茶。马上 is immediately. 我马上去泡茶。
Okay.
我马上去泡。Yeah. 我马上 is get on the horse immediately. 我马上去泡茶。I will immediately go and make tea. Okay. Now, I wrote this for a scenario. For visiting your friend. Okay, visiting somebody, a Chinese friend's house. 去泡茶。Okay, and when you visit somebody's house, usually Chinese people are very hospitable. They usually offer you to drink. Okay, I don't know whether you have noticed, you should start noticing if you haven't in the past, is they always take several turns to offer people drinks. So usually say 请坐你想喝什么 What do you want to drink? 你想喝什么 And what do people say? What do people say if you say 你想喝什么 What do people usually say? Anyone?
我想喝咖啡。
Oh, okay. You're being very Western here. What do Chinese people say? Do they tell you what they want straight away? What do they do? What do they do?
他们说不用了，
他们说不用，或者他们会说不用了。Oh, no need, 不用。Okay. So you see, 不好意思，不用。还有随便 it's up to you. 随便。Now, 随便 it's up to you. Okay, to you. It's a really annoying phrase because it's never up to you. So, but usually Chinese people will take 6 sentences to get your order. They will say, 你想喝什么? And then you've just said, oh, 不用了,不用了,太麻烦, too troublesome, 不好意思,不用,不好意思. So the first time, the guest will have to say no. And then the host will have to say, 不麻烦,不麻烦, 我去做咖啡, 我去做咖啡, and then you can say, 不用了, 不用了. The second round, still saying no. And then the third time, the host will say, 你要喝茶还是咖啡? 我咖啡和茶都可以做. We can make both. And then you will say, 好,我喝咖啡. Okay? Only in the third go, you say, 好,我喝咖啡. Okay? So it's very annoying. You have to wait for so long. If you say directly, 你要喝什么?我要喝咖啡, this is being very impolite because you only do that when you go to a coffee shop. Coffee shop's job is to serve you coffee. Therefore, you can order straight away because you're paying money for it. But when you go to visit somebody's house, you don't tell them what you want straight away because it's troubling them. Okay, so there's a dance of 3 turns. The first 2 you say no. The third time you say yes. Okay, so very interesting. And next week, when you make your oral exam, I want you to do in pairs, and I want you to pretend that you are visiting somebody's house and play the whole cultural scenario of refusing twice and then third time say, yes, I want coffee or tea. And then you can have a conversation. Okay, so this week's work is to actually to enable you to do that for Thursday. Okay, now the next one is yet again very cultural. Okay, I think
Teacher Lafi,
Nelda. Yes.
Can you repeat again the number 12? I didn't get it.
Number 12 is I've written in the message here. Did I? Okay, number 12. 我马上 here. 我马上去泡茶. And notice all the answers are upside down in at the bottom, but in characters. Okay, 我马上去泡茶. Okay, that's the answer.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, 好. Imelda, number 13. Number 13. What's number 13?
我请你上吃饭，对吗？
不对，我想 I'm thinking of 我想请你吃饭。对了， so 请 here has two, 请 can do 2 things. In this sentence, 请 is a verb. 请 is a verb to invite you. Verb to invite. Okay, to invite. So 我想请你吃饭. I want to invite you to a meal. Okay, 我想请你吃饭. Okay, now tell me, when you utter this sentence, when you say 我想请你吃饭, who is going to pay?
The one who is talking, ma'am.
That's right. The one who is issuing the invitation has to pay. Okay, so 我想请你吃饭. I'm going to shout you to a meal. I'm inviting you to a meal. In this case, when you say the sentence, you have to pay. Oh, so be very careful when you use this word. Usually, if you issue the invitation, you have to pay for the meal. Okay, so very different in the West. Okay, you don't usually we pay ourselves for our share. We don't pay for other people. But in Chinese culture, if you say this word, which is 请，我想请你吃饭 is very much I will pay for your meal. Okay, I will pay for your meal. So be careful what you say. Okay. Okay, number 14. 14. Okay. 14, Iris. Iris.
可以在这里吸烟吗？
对了，可以在这里吸烟吗？ Very good. So obviously the subject is missing. So subject is I. So it's understood. So you can miss it. 可以在这里. Now 在 is at. Okay. So after 在 is a place. 可以在这里吸烟吗? Now how would you respond to that? Miss Ken, what do you say?
可以，
不可以，可以 has the meaning of giving permission. Okay, in Taiwan they tend to use 可以 a lot. Okay, 可以，不可以. Every day they use it a lot. Okay, 好. Now this is
Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
Because in the answer below the activity, the answer should be like 在这里可以测验吗? Or is it
也可以啊，
也可以吗？
两个都可以，两个都可以。
好，
可以在这里吸烟吗？哈，在这里可以吸烟吗？都可以。
好，谢谢。
好 ，OK, now, 好 now let me see. All right, now, I'm going to talk to all of you. Basically, what we have to do in terms of the grammar. Okay, there are many words for can in Chinese. C-A-N, can in Chinese. So turn to page 85. Page 85. Okay, and I will go through the grammar so that you can understand a lot of different words but slightly different meanings. Okay. For example, number 1, I call it volitional verbs. So there are many of them. For example, 能, 可以, 想, 要, 和会. There are so many of them. Now, these words are used before verbs. Notice that the order is very important. They go before the verbs to express ability, possibility, intentions, or wishes. Okay, and if you want to make a negative of these words, you basically add 不 before the verb. 不可以, you cannot. Okay, for example, A, there is a difference between 要 and 想. Okay, both of them indicate that some kind of need. But there is a slight difference between the strength. 我想 indicates one is only thinking of something. It's not so hard. It's not so harsh. Thinking 我想吃东西, I want to eat something, but the want here is only not so serious. 我想吃东西. Okay, and 要 is very, very tough. 我要吃东西. Now, this is very important to know because as a diabetic, if I say to you, my family has learned a lot. If I say to you, 我要吃东西, meaning I have to eat now. It's a must that I have to eat now, otherwise I'll faint. Okay, but an hour before, I might say, 我想吃东西. I want to eat something. But in that case, 想 is not so serious yet. When I get so hungry, I will faint. I will use 要. Okay, so 要, both of them is about possibility. They're thinking about doing something. But 要 is more serious than 想. Okay, 我想吃东西. I'm thinking of eating something. 我要吃东西. I must eat something. Okay. Now, in children, if you have children, you know that when they're 2, they spend about 6 months saying 要不要不要要. Okay, they say that a lot. That's because they are being very determined to say no to the parents. They've learned the word no, and they will be using it to annoy the parents. 要不要要不要. They will not use 想 because at that stage they cannot think about things. They're only knowing their immediate needs. Okay, so 要 comes first before they learn to say 想. Okay, now B, 能 and 可以. Now both refer to ability to do something, but 可以 implies asking for permission to be allowed to do something. This is used very frequently in Taiwan. I think you hear it 1,000 times. 我可以坐下吗? So asking for permission to sit down somewhere, especially on the buses and subways. 我可以吸烟吗? 我可以进来吗? Can I go in? 可以 is to ask for permission. It's a polite way of doing things. But 不可以 means no, you cannot. Okay, so 我可以吸烟 may I smoke? 你不可以可以. Now, sometimes on the signs, they do not use 不可以, they use 不准. 不准吸烟, which is prohibition. Prohibition, 不准吸烟. Okay, so sometimes you see signs that say 不准. Okay, now 能 refers to an ability to do something. 你能喝酒吗? 能. Now this is very dangerous. 能 always suggests that I have the ability to drink. Now, I'll tell you a joke. When I went to China with my first husband, we were in a lake rowing boats. And then suddenly the Chinese guys will always want to have competition with us, drinking beer or rowing boats. They want to have a competition with Westerners. So be very careful to say 我能喝酒, because then they feel they have to have a competition with you. And some of my students in the past, they're Australians. And Australia is really proud of the fact they can drink a lot. So they went to Taiwan and they had a competition with people in the pubs, okay? And of course, the Australians all lost because they can't drink as much as the Taiwanese, because the Taiwanese were drinking beer out of a bottle using a straw, so they don't get so drunk so easily. Okay, so be careful using that word. It's comparing ability. Now, 会, the next one. 会 may refer to a learned activity. Notice the word is learned activity. Now, what do you learn? You learn to cycle. You weren't born to know how to cycle. You weren't born to speak a foreign language. Even your own language you got to learn. So for learned activity, you use 会. So you say 我会说中文. 我会说点中文. I can speak some Chinese. Okay, 我会说一点中文. 我会说菲律宾话. 我会说英文. Okay, now 会, of course, also in some cases is used to refer to the future, like will in English. 我明天会去台北. Tomorrow I will go to Taipei. Also will. So again, is using one character to refer to multiple things in different contexts. Okay. 好. Now over the page 86, for example, he will definitely come tomorrow. 他明天会来. 他会来的. So he will come. He will come. So will in this case. And as we've done today, 请, there are two meanings of 请. One is please, and the second one is to invite. the first one, 请 as please, is always used in the beginning, at the beginning of a request or a command. 请进,请坐,请等一等. Okay, but 请 as to invite, it's a verb that can be used like any other verb which occurs after the subject. So it's you can say 我想请你吃饭 or 我请你吃饭 I will invite you to a meal. 我请你吃饭. So sometimes if it's a command 请进 it's at the beginning, and if it's used as verb it's basically subject verb object in a sentence, the verb in the sentence. Okay. And number 3, again, today we've done it before as well in Unit 2, I think. It's a preposition 给 to give, the preposition for, basically in English. So usually it's 给 plus a noun or pronoun, which forms the prepositional phrase in which the noun or pronoun benefit from the action in the sentence. Usually, basically, after 给, you have the receiver, okay, the receiver of the action. So, 我给你买书, I will buy a book for you. So, after 给, usually it's the receiver of the action. 我给你买书, so I will buy a book for you. Okay, 我给你吃药, I will feed the medicine for you. So 给 here is literally, for example, in the sentence, 你给我泡一杯茶好吗? Literally, you give me, make a cup of tea, good. So literally, could you make a cup of tea for me? And as we've done before, 好吗 is used to turn a command or sentence into a request. So 好吗, if you just say, 我想我们喝咖啡好吗? Let's drink some coffee. So 好吗 is a bit like let's drink coffee. 我们喝咖啡好吗? Okay, so today we've done a lot of polite language. So when you invite people to do something, you can invite them politely. Okay, now at this stage, first of all, we'll do one activity later. But before we do that, I want to actually talk to you about your test. Okay, I'll share the screen. Let me see. Which window is it? This window? Okay, this window. Okay, now in the window here, in the on Google Classroom, I have let me go to Google Classroom a second. I have given you, where is it? Okay, I have posted a few tasks. One of them is oral exam information on Thursday. So Thursday is on Thursdays. Okay, for this one, let me have a look. I will add something. Also, I will add, each one of you will have to recite the consonant charts for Chinese language. Okay, I want you to do 6 things. The first 5 things you can do. The first 5 things you can do in pairs. You can do in pairs, and you can do these in any way you want. Because at the moment, when I test you, I am testing your usage of all what I've taught you. Okay, so you don't need to go according to what's in the book. You need to make your own conversation. Okay, and I'm trying to let people in. Where are you? So therefore, you got to do the 6 things that I want you to do. Okay, the 6 things are, the first one is you use all the information in unit 1 to 7 in your conversation. So imagine you are chatting to someone. So you can chat about your family using your a photo. And when you talk about your family, you need to talk about your family members' relationship to each other, their work situation, and most importantly, you have to do your address and your telephone numbers. Okay, we've covered this in unit 3 and 4. So use everything you've done so far to actually cover all these questions. Okay, and also you need to include their hobbies and their age. Okay, now in week 5, or I think week 5. In week 5, we did one sentence is 你不介意我问你几个问题吧? You don't mind if I ask you a few questions. Now, I want you to use that when you launch into, for example, specific questions. 你多大了? 你叫什么名字? 你家里有几个人? 等等. Okay? 等等 is extra. 等等 etc. 所以 for the test, I want you to get in pairs, and I want you to make a conversation so that you can go through the conversation chatting to each other, including all those elements. And the last one, to recite the consonant charts, I want each one of you individually do it, and we'll record everything. Okay? So for this to happen, what I want you to do is I want you to set up pairs before in the line group, select your partner, and also choose, and so that you can say, I will do this conversation with my partner. So I have a record of who to test first on Thursday. Okay. Now, in the meantime, this is the oral test. And also there is a midterm test. The midterm test is a written test. Okay, it's a written test. And I know all of you are very busy. So therefore, I do not set the 2-hour limit I usually do in face-to-face classes for you to finish the written test. What I want you to do is find some time to do the written test, and then upload the final picture of the final test onto the internet. Now, to do this, there are certain, I think I might have to update it. I'll update this right now. First of all, there will be a listening section. So I will give you all the listening files in the line group, and you listen and you write down on a separate piece of paper, because all of you are doing it on your phone, so you can't really write down anything on the PDF, but you can look at the PDF and you can write down on your notes the answers for all the questions. There are about 4 questions there. Okay, so you need to write down on your separate piece of paper. But once you've done your PDF, I think we might have to help each other here. When you've done your midterm written exam, first take a picture of it, of every page. Okay, so when you take a picture, it's in make sure it's in JPEG format. Okay, And then the second thing I want you to do is to turn every picture into a PDF file. So if you have 6 pages, you will have 6 PDF files. And number 3, I want you then combine, say, the 6 PDF files into one combined PDF. After that, you can upload the combined PDF onto the Google Classroom site. Okay, now, the reason I'm doing all of this is I'm using AI to mark all your papers. Now, in order to mark all your papers using AI, I have to get AI to read everything. Now, if all of you upload 6 pictures, I have to download 6 pictures individually. And since there are so many of you, I will lose my hand. So therefore, what I would like you to do, we'll work out how to do it because I think a lot of people know how to combine PDFs. I'll work out how each one of you only give me 1 PDF file so that I can use AI to mark it. Okay? So we've worked it out for the last 2 sessions that this can be done. And I would like everybody to learn how to do this because not only you have to do this for this test, you have to do this for the final test too. Okay, so it's very important we master the technology so that we can make things easier for everybody. Okay, all right. Now, are there people who know how to combine multiple single PDFs into one PDF file? Do people know how to do that?
In my case, I use ComScanner.
Pardon?
In my case, I use ComScanner and then I just put it as a PDF file.
Yeah.
It is easier than
Yeah. So
it's one by one.
That's right. I cannot. So you used to just give me pictures, and I drove me nuts. Yeah, I cannot do that. My hand just, it goes to sleep. I'll lose my hand doing that. So now you combine into one PDF. Each person will have their own PDF. Then AI just marked one PDF. Okay, which is fantastic. And also be very careful. Write your name on each page of your answer sheet so that the AI can figure out these 6 pages are yours. Okay, so sometimes they can't figure out, they mix things up. Okay, so all of it is really just, it's easier to use AI to mark. Okay, and that's what we usually do. Okay, and speaking is a lot easier. You just speak in pairs. And after today, what you could do is in the line group, give me a list of who's talking to whom. And if you can't talk on Thursday, you can talk next Monday. We'll use 2 days to do all the pairs. Okay, and if you need more time to practice, you can do it later. Okay, I will leave it to you for the sequencing, who's doing it first, etc. Okay, and because I know all of you are very busy, the written test, I give you 2 weeks. I give you 2 weeks to actually do the written test. Now, you all of you understand because this is an online test, I cannot supervise you. I cannot supervise you because I don't know what you're doing. I can't see what you're doing. So it's up to you to be disciplined, to supervise yourself. And the important thing is to finish every part of the test and upload. Okay? So it is for your own learning, particularly to test your own ability. One important thing is the last question is about your own family. It's about your family. Okay? And I want you to write it in characters. Okay? I want you to write a description of your own families in characters. Okay? I don't want pinyin because I want you to learn to write characters. These are all basic characters. Otherwise, you can't read and write anything. Okay, so the last the last question is writing about your family in Chinese characters. Okay, using at least 10 sentences. And if you have a large family, it's really large. But if you have a small family, write at least 10 sentences covering all those aspects. Okay, all right. I know this a lot, but it's a good way of checking how much you have learned. Okay, all right. Now let's turn to page 87. Page 87. Okay. All right. Now, if you look at this activity, it's very difficult to play online, but we'll try. And the object of the game is for everybody to find the other family members. Okay, so you can. So to do this, you have to move around the room, asking questions to identify the other members of the family. We need to emphasize the students should try to find out all the information about the people they think they may belong to their family. So notice that the way I designed this 7 family questions is there is only 1 or 2 differences in each one of the cards. So therefore you have to ask all the questions until you identify whether this person is your wife or children or daughter or son. Okay, so basically it's a game of looking for your family. Okay, now looking at let's do an example. Looking at card 1, John. What questions would you ask? You have the information. You are 29 years old. Your wife's name is Mary. She is 23 years old. You have 2 children, Peter and Joe, and you live in Brisbane. Now, to get people to answer this question, what question would you ask? What question would you ask? How would you ask, what's your name? Oh,
你叫什么名字？
对吧？你叫什么名字？你叫什么名字？你叫什么名字？
您亏死，
你多早了？
你老什么名字
Okay, 好，你叫什么名字 ？First one. The second one, what's your wife's name? What would you say that?
你老婆你叫什么名字
Okay, 老婆 it sounds rather rude. Okay, when you are okay, I love it. I love it. When you refer to other people's wives, you do not say 老婆 哈. 老婆 is referring to your own wife. Okay, and the same with 老公 我老公. But when you refer to other people's wives, you got to be polite. So 你太太叫什么名字哈？然后 husband 你丈夫叫什么名字哈？你太太叫什么名字？太太叫什么名字 ？OK， 好， Okay. And what about seven? She is 23 years old. So what would you ask?
你多大？
你几岁？
才多大了？
对，她多大了？
20岁。
差多大？
对，她多大了？她多大了？哦，她几岁 ？Okay, if it's in Taiwan, it's 她几岁哈？她几岁了？她几岁 ？Okay, 她几岁？她23岁。Okay, how would you say? Do you have children?
你有小
你有
孩吗？
小孩吗？
我要几个
你有
几个
小
孩子？
孩吗？
对，你有孩子吗？你有孩子吗？有，and then 有。And how would you say? How many children do you have?
孩子。
有，我有2个孩子。
对 ，no 问题啊 ，question。你有
你有几个孩子？
孩子？对，几个孩子 ？OK， 你有几个孩子？2个孩子。对 ，How would you say? What are their names?
两个盒子。
什么名字？他们什么名字？
他们叫什么名字？
叫什么？他们叫什么名字？
Good. All right. 他们叫什么名字 All right. Okay. Last one. Where do you live? Where do
住
they
哪
live?
里？
哪里？
你住哪里？
你住
Okay.
哪里？
你住这里。
你住哪里？
对，你住哪里 Good. All right. Now, let me demonstrate how this is done because I want you to okay. I want you to randomly choose a person and then you have to ask all of these questions in order to locate her. Or him. Okay. So I will do the answering because I can make a choice. Apart from husband and wife, you can say 你结婚了吗? Are you married? Okay, 你结婚了吗? Okay. So who wants to ask me all these questions? Where are we? Just now. 在哪里? Iris. Okay. Josie, you asked me this question, and then you have to, based on my answer, to try to find out which person I have chosen. Okay, there are 7 families. I could choose anybody to answer your question, and then you have to try to guess which person I have chosen. Okay, all right. So, Josie, ask me the questions. The first one, what's your name?
Hi, sorry, ma'am.
First one, you need to ask me what is your name?
你叫什么名字？
我叫 Mary. And then the second question, you can't assume I'm married, so you got to ask me, are you married?
你结婚了吗？
我结了. And now you can ask my husband's name because I'm married, right? Okay.
他叫什么名字？
不，你要说你先生叫什么名字？
你先生叫什么名字？
我先生叫 John。
他多了。
他什么？
多了。
他多大了？
他多大了？
他29岁。You have children.
你有小孩吗？
有，我有2个孩子。
你的小孩叫什么名字？
我的儿子叫 Peter， 我的女儿叫 Joe。
你住在哪里？
我住在 Newcastle。
好， 好高兴认识你。
认识你我也很高兴。Okay, which one am I?
Mary.
Mary, but the Newcastle Mary. Okay, so it's in the second column. It's the third one. It's the third one, huh? So we have ticked this one because this one you found your you found your
Character.
Found your character. Okay, 很好. All right, so Mary's has been found. We have to go and find a John. There's so many Johns, we don't know which one. Okay, so so now we got to go and find our husbands. Okay, all right. And Lanusa and Lilibeth, do the same thing, finding the husband. 去找丈夫哈，现在 Mary 找到了，那丈夫叫什么名字 ？You got to go and find 丈夫。OK， Lanusa 在吗 ？Lanusa 在吗 ？OK，Lanusa 在吗 ？OK，Lanusa 不在哦。OK，Lanusa 不在。那个 Lonita 在吗 ？Lonita 也不在哦。OK。Lonita 不在没关系。Luce 在吗 ？Okay, you two have a conversation very similar. Now you have to find John 哈，找你的丈夫哈。So you need to ask all those questions again. All those questions. I'll put up the questions for you. Okay, 好，开始吧。
我是吗？
对，你开始。You start, yeah.
Lucia 吗？
对，Lilibeth 和 Lucy， 对。
是啊 ，Lucia， 你老公你叫什么名字
Okay, notice you need to use the characters in the charts, not in your own situation, 哈。So 你叫什么名字 ？Okay.
你叫什么名字？
安，我是安。
不是。不是啊。You need to find your family members. You got to use.
I'm not in the book, Mom.
No, you're not in the book, but you're doing a game in the book. So you need to choose the characters in the book.
I think she's
Just Mary or Anne.
Oh,
She just Anne.
Oh, Anne. Okay. 好，没关系。Luz 好，我叫 Anne。好。
Anna。
Anne。对。Okay, Elizabeth, ask her the next question.
还有妈妈吗？
So let's find all the Anns. There is one Anne on the same page, so you should ask. She's 27 years old. So you ask, how old are you?
Yeah.
你问呢？
你几岁？
对，你几岁？
我是24岁。
好 Okay, the next one. Oh, not 太太啊 She's Anne, so you have to ask 老公啊，先生。
什么？还有小孩。
What's your husband's name? What's husband's name? You need to ask what's the husband's name.
你老公你叫什么名字？
不要叫老公啊，你先生叫什么名字？
对不起，你叫什么名字？不好意思。
不好意思，先生。你先生叫什么名字 ？Husband. Other people's husband. Okay.
我的老公是 Steve.
Steve. Steve.
几岁
他几岁？他几岁？
26岁。
嗯哼，
啊，那么严峻哦
他26岁，
，26岁，很严峻哦，
很年轻啊，不行吗？
很严峻。
不可以吗？
真的，你还有小孩吗？
我有三个小孩。
哇，
3个小孩哦。你小孩几岁？多大了吗？
Now, Lucy, you have to invent your children's age very,
Ah.
very, very, very.
Nakain ka?
No, you can invent them, okay? Because you're only 27 with 3 children, they must be very young.
我的大小孩9岁，还有2小孩那个6岁，还有我的小孩2岁。
Oh, okay. 很好. Wow. Okay. Their names?
他的名字是 Tom, Pat, Ken, Robert。
不是啊，那个 Lilibet 要问啊 What are their names?
那个小朋友，你叫什么名字？
不，他们叫什么名字？
啊，达门，哦，达门，你叫什么名字？
他们叫什么名字？
他的名字是 Tom, Pat, Ken, Robert。
嗯，
然后呢？还有什么
Where do you live? Where do you live?
你住哪里？
我在悉尼。
啊 So how do you say I found you?
啊，怎么讲？
怎么说 How do you get excited? Say I found you.
找到你
怎么说？找到了，找到了，找到了，找到了，找到了我的老婆。OK， 找到了，找到了。Is I have found you， 找到了。OK， 哦，找到了，很好。So Anne 找到了，找到了。对呀，对，找到了，找到了。OK，very good. So you found the family 啊，找到了。OK， 很好。哎呀。Very exciting， 谢谢你们。
谢谢老师。
Okay, May cannot talk, huh? Mark.
It's okay, ma'am. I try, ma'am. I try.
You can. All right. Okay. May and Mark. May.
Ay, wait,
Okay.
ikaw na lang magtanong. Doon ka nakasabay kanina eh. Ako na lang magtanong.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You can't use Anne and Mary anymore because you have to choose somebody else. Okay. We are eliminating people. Okay.
你叫什么名字？
我叫 Ruby。
不是你哦。One of the characters here. 我叫什么？ There's no Ruby. Okay, you need to choose one.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Okay. Between 87, page 87. Okay, ma'am.
That's right. 87 and 88. 87 and 88. Okay.
Okay, Mark, can you please try again to ask me?
你叫什么名字？
我叫 Mary。你呢？
我叫马可。
不是啊，不是。Mark, you have to choose a character from the sheet. Okay. All right.
You choose that 87 and 88.
I know. Choose a character. So Mary is always married to John. So you got to say,我叫 John.
Mark, can you loud your voice kasi medyo bingi ako ngayon eh, may sakit ako.
Okay. Okay na, ganyan. Okay na yan.
Okay. Game.
Okay na? 我叫
Yes.
Peter.
Okay, Peter.
Peter, where's Peter? Okay. Father's is John. Peter. Ni Papa, ni ni Joe sama Papa Mengsu.
You just write before. 你爸爸叫什么名字？
你爸爸叫什么名字？
我的爸爸叫 Jan。
Jan？
你脱逃了。
没有，还没完呢。
No, 不是。
Okay, what about sister?
Nasaan na tayo?
Peter. We don't know which Peter it is.
Peter's father is Jan.
Yeah. So the next one, you have one sister called Jill. So how would you ask that into a question?
你出生哪里吗？
你姐姐叫什么名字？
我 asking, ma'am. 我 asking.
Yeah, you ask. 对。
Okay. 你姐姐什么名字？
叫什么名字？叫什么名字？
Okay. 你姐姐你叫什么名字？
我的一个姐姐叫
Jill。对。
Jill。这个名字。
Yeah. Then the next one, where do you live?
你住在哪里？
我住在 Newcastle.
Newcastle. Okay. 好。Okay. All right. Now, may you repeat all his questions again and then ask him, is it correct? So you say your father is John. Say the whole thing in Chinese and say 对吗? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. We're asking again.
No. You say all the information. You say all the information.
你叫什么名字？
不是。You've heard what he said. May, what you say now is because we found his Peter, the Peter in Newcastle, right? We found his Peter. So say, 你叫 Peter, 你爸爸叫 John, 你有姐姐，她叫 Jill, 你住在 Newcastle, 对吗? Okay, and then he has to respond 对 or 不对. Okay, so just repeat the whole conversation in the whole information in Chinese. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. 你爸爸is John, 对吗？
叫 John, 对。
你爸爸 is John. 你的姐姐也 Jill. 你在哪里的 Brisbane?
什么 妹 the verb is 叫。你爸爸叫 John.
Okay. 你的爸爸叫 John. 你的姐姐名字 Jill. 我不晓得这个。
你住在 Newcastle.
你住在 Newcastle.
And then
对吗？
对吗？
对
啊，
对，
好棒啊！找到了 You found a sibling. Okay.
我会看新闻去你吗？
谢谢你。
Sorry, ma'am.
很棒啊，很棒，好，你们找到了，我们还没找到 Joe 哦，我们找到 Peter 和 John，还没找到 Joe，是 the incomplete family still. Okay, let's find the complete family. 我们要去找 Joe， 好 Joe 在哪里？好，谢谢你们，好
谢谢
，Marianne 在吗？OK，Marianne 不在，那个 Mary Joy 在吗？Mary Joy
在老师，
好，Mary Ann 在吗？不在哈。美玲在吗？
我在
好，
老师
你们两个哈。It's the same deal. You got to choose a character and ask the question so that you can find each other. Okay, we still have an incomplete family. We got to find a Joe. Okay. Because Mary, John, Peter, and Joe are a family, so we need to find the other sibling. Otherwise, she's orphaned. So you two talk to each other. Okay.
Sino uli magtanong?
Sino po? Ikaw po ba?
Sige ako na. 你叫什么名字？
我叫 Jill.
Joe? Ano?
Joe.
Jan? Ano?
Joe.
Jill.
Jill.
Jill ba? Jill?
Jill po, Jill.
Jill. Yeah, Jill. So you need to ask.
我爸爸曹展。
你爸爸大多大了？
我爸爸50岁。
不是，你爸爸29岁呀。
50岁。
In the character here.
你还有哥哥吗？
我有哥哥。
他什么名字？
他叫什么名字？别忘记啊，他叫什么名字？
他叫 Peter。
你住在哪里？
我住在 Brisbane。
哎呀，So how do you say I am not your sister?
我不是你的姐姐。
对，我不是你的姐姐，因为这个就住在 Brisbane， 然后 Peter 住在 Newcastle。
哦，
不对吗？
哎呀，不行啊，不行。Okay, Jam, you can leave. Yeah, okay. 不行哦。All right, now you got to find the right Joe now. Now you have to ask question. This Joe is wrong. You got to ask a new Joe. Oh dear. 怎么了？没有找到哎。好。没有找到，所以你再问啊，你要再问，你要找到 until you find the right Joe, you don't finish. I think Maylene should change her residence. 她住在 Newcastle 啦。
Again, ma'am, I will ask question.
Okay.
Tanungan tayo uli?
Yes po.
Ako uli magtanong?
Gusto mo pa ako naman?
Sige, ikaw naman.
你叫什么名字？
我叫 Jan。
Jan 找到了。
Nakita
na po si Jan, different character naman po.
我们找到了老公了，不要再去找老公了。
Different character po.
Different character.
Mary, ako na lang si Mary. 我叫 Mary.
Mary is found na din po si Mary, I think.
Mary 也找到了。对 ，Mary 找到了 ，John 找到了 ，Peter 找到了。 还没有找到 Jill。
Jill.
Jill.
So yun
因为
yung
Jill, yeah, it's okay. It's okay because Jill should, all of them should live in Newcastle. Okay, Australian Newcastle, not in British Newcastle. Okay, so it's okay. This is why when we play this face to face, it's so funny because you have to ask questions continuously until you find someone. Okay, 没关系. Now we found one family. We have to find a different family now. Okay, 好，谢谢你们哈。Okay, Michelle 在吗？Okay, Mika 在吗？
我在。
Okay, so we've got the John Newcastle, Mary Newcastle, Peter and Jill all done. So you cannot use these anymore. But we did have Anne, and Anne is lacking a husband, and Tom, Peter, and Robert. So you've got to find these Anne's family. Okay. So I think Anne's family is Steve. So one of you can ask questions about Steve. Okay. 好. So Michelle, you can start asking perhaps. Yeah.
Okay. 你叫什么名字？
我叫 Steve。
你几岁？
我26岁。
你太太叫什么名字？
你太太什么名字？
我太太叫 Mary。
不是哦，你太太叫你叫 Anne， 叫 Anne。
我太太叫 Anne。
So many wives。
大多大了？
大是27岁。
好。
你有孩子吗？
什么？
你有孩子吗？
我有3个孩子。
他们什么名字？叫什么名字？
他们叫 Tom, Pat 和 Robert。
你住哪里？
我住 Sydney。
哦。说什么 ？How do you say you're my husband？ 怎么说？
你的，
你是我的，你是我的先生，对，你是我的丈夫，对，哦，你是我的丈夫。Okay, so now you found the husband. So wife found husband. 哦，你是我的丈夫。我们的孩子在哪里？我们的孩子在哪里 ？Okay, so let's go and find the children. Okay. Mitch 能说话吗 ？Mitch ，Mitch 可能不行。Okay, Nida 在吗？Nida. Okay. No Nida. Okay, you two. Now you got to ask question to find the children now. Okay? All right. So we found the husband. We got to find 3 children to complete the set. So off you go.
Ikaw na magtanong. Ako na.
Okay, ikaw daw tanong.
你叫什么名字？
对啦。
我叫 Tom。
Tom, okay.
你的妈妈叫什么名字？
我的妈妈叫 Anne。
你住哪里？
我住在悉尼。
你有
姐姐
有姐姐吗？
我有一个姐姐叫 Pat， 然后 我有哥哥 Robert，叫
哦
Robert。
哦 So how to
叫
say 哎呀 you're my son 怎么说？
你是我的孩子，
你是我的儿子，
儿子，
你是我的大儿子，大儿子。
你是我的大儿子。
So 对 ，OK， knowing the how to say I miss you so much。
我想你了。
我好想你呀、我好想你呀、哎，
我好想你，
我好想你呀、OK，
我好
wonderful，
想你了。
很好，没问题，好，OK，so 好，Ran。You can be Pat or you can be Robert. Since you're a boy, you can be Robert. This is on the next page now. You can be Robert, but make sure you live in Sydney. Huh? You can be Robert. And the next one, Rochelle. Rochelle, can you answer? Can you ask? Maybe Rochelle asked the question. Rochelle, 在吗? Okay.
Hi.
Okay, Rochelle asked the question. We're looking for Robert. Okay.
你叫什么名字？
我叫 Robert。
你妈妈什么名字？
叫什么名字？Don't forget，
叫
你妈妈叫什么名字？对，
我的妈妈叫 Ann。
你有姐姐吗？
有，我的姐姐叫，我的姐姐，
我的姐姐叫 Pat。
我的姐姐叫 Pat。
嗯
and 我的哥哥叫 Tom。
嗯，
住哪里？
我这在 Sydney。
Okay. Rochelle, what do you say? Ah, I found my second son.
哦，找到了。
我找到了我弟弟。Okay, younger brother. 很好。Okay, 找到了。很好，谢谢。All right, but who are we lacking? Where's Pat? Pat, 我们还有 Pat 哦，要找 Pat， 因为我们有一个姐姐叫 Pat， 是不是？还没有找到哈，还没有找到。好 ，Roma， Roman 可以讲话吗 ？Roman
可以。
啊 ，Roma 可以 ，Roman 可以吗？不知道 ，Roman 可能不行哈。Roman 不行，那个 Ruby 可以吗 ？Ruby 好 ，OK。We're looking for Pat, so ask question about Pat. You all have to live in Sydney. Okay, where's the Pat in Sydney? Yes, we do have one on page 87. Pat in Sydney. Okay, ask the question.
87.
Yeah, 87 Pat. So who is asking the question? And the answer is 87 Pat. Because this Pat lives in Sydney. Yeah.
Sino ang unang nagtatanong? Ako?
No, what's it?
Ikaw. Ako na lang. Ano ba? Okay. 你好，你叫什么名字？Asan? Ikaw ba? Ako ba si Pat?
Pat, that's right.
Oh, ikaw si Pat.
我叫
Pat.
Pat.
I already asked. 我叫 Pat. 哦，你妈妈叫什么名字？我的妈妈叫安。哦，你住在哪里？我住在悉尼。哦，你有兄弟吗？ 我有两个兄
兄弟，对，两个兄弟，很好。
他们叫什么名字？他们叫 Tom 跟 Robert。
啊，
好，谢谢。
不是谢谢，you're not excited 你是我的女儿。找到女儿了哈。好 ，so we completed 2 families. Okay, there are 7 families we haven't completed yet. Okay, 好，那下一个 ，so on page 88, let's look for 2 new families in Melbourne. We find a family in Melbourne now. Okay, 泰琳在吗
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Vera.
Understand.
Okay, you two ask a question about a family in Melbourne. Okay.
Melbourne.
I think Steve and Tom, I think, and Robert. I think they all live in Melbourne. Yep. Okay.
Sino magtatanong? Ako na?
So, ikaw si Tom, tama?
You start with 你叫什么名字？
你叫什么名字？
我叫安。
你多大了？No.
Yes, 你多大了？
我27岁。
你相信你名字？
你先生叫什么名字 ？OK。
你相信你名字？
我相信叫 Steve。
How old is he? 他多大了？
你多？
你多大了？
你多大了
？No 你，他多大了？
他26岁。
你有孩子吗？
有。
你有孩子吗？
有，我有三个孩子。
你还是什么名字？
叫什么名字 ？Don't forget the verb 哈，叫什么名字？
我孩子。Sorry, one more time.
可以。
你家还是你名字？
我孩子叫 Tom、Pat 和 Robert。
你从哪里来？
不是，你住哪里？
你从哪里？
我住在 Melbourne。
So we found an. Okay. So, but we don't have time to find the others. Okay. Usually we should, but we don't have now. Okay. So this is what we've done for the exercise. You can tell that in your oral, you probably have to do similar things, except about each other's family. Okay, about each other's family. Huh? Okay, so now we're going to take a photo, and then we are going to finish today's class. I won't give you any homework because I think you have to do revision, and that will be enough homework for you to do. Make sure you learn the characters though, okay? Because the characters will appear in your written exam. Okay. All right. 好，好，可以，好 ，OK。
Roma.
That's so funny. All right. 等一会儿哈。诶
Roma.
Okay, just hold on. Okay, we can have switching other people. Come on. Okay. Yes. Good. All right. Oh, okay. 再来一张。好。Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay, how? All right. So set up pairs, and then we'll have a test on Thursday. Okay? All right. And tell me what the pairs are in the line group. Okay? 好，我们下课好吗？
谢谢老师。
不用谢。
晚安。
晚安。
晚安。